Hello everyone, Sentinel2, welcome to another Datapack overview, this time on Blackstone Generator. A Datapack simply adds the ability for you to generate Blackstone, similar to how you can with Basalt. So, if you're unaware, like actually I was, you can pretty much generate Basalt simply with blue ice, soul soil, and lava, like so, similar to how you would use CobbleGen, in a way. But yeah, in this case, of course, you can enable Blackstone to be generated. So you pretty much just have the same blocks as usual. So you have still blue ice, you still have soul soil, and you still need lava, of course. And it'll still generate basalt, but in place of that, it'll generate Blackstone instead of basalt. But the way to do this pretty much is just set it up like it is, right, like so. And then you have two options, being the function Blackstone config command and the enable one. So we just go in here, and as you can see, it's going to generate basalt, but eventually it's possibly going to change to Blackstone, it seems. But yeah, you just use any of the two. So you've got the config, which is this part here, which says to click for help, enable or disable status, or refresh. And then you've obviously got enable, which is a quicker way of enabling the feature. So we go to config and we go disable. You can disable that and it will now only generate basalt for us, no conversion process to Blackstone. We enable it, which I'm probably going to need to put the config again because it may or may not even change it. Yep. Let's see if it's going to convert. We'll just do this again. There we go, just got some. So yeah. And otherwise we've got the user's manual, which just spawns in a book for us, which tells us how it works. So it's used to convert basalt, generated by such and such. Pack only supports the player standing in front of it, which I think you have to be 5 blocks or so for it to work. Let's see. Also was in that comment, I think, something like that. You need to be fairly close for it to work. I'm trying to think. Batteries together, drops it, such and such. It says somewhere, but like you have to be fairly close to it for it to convert it. So if we just do this, it will only generate basalt. But if we go closer, it'll possibly convert it. There we go. Oh, does it count? Oh, okay, so when you're right next to it, it will still do it, but if you're close enough to it, it will convert. You don't even have to be looking at it either, so that's interesting. As long as you're nearby, it will immediately convert. That's cool. But yeah, so if you want to use a manual and you just download it and you haven't read what's here, or you want something that maybe is a bit more clearer, I guess, in the book, then you can do that. But otherwise, yeah, it's pretty much just Blackstone generation, which obviously, as we all know, probably most likely, Blackstone's useful for obviously making things like brewing stands, furnace, and stone tools when doing nether, like survival, or I guess if you just, yeah, more so nether like survival before. So yeah, if you want something that sort of assists with that, instead of getting basalt, which doesn't really assist with your survival possibilities, then you can do that. But if you want to keep it as basalt, pretty much just disable, as Blackstone. You want to disable as Blackstone and put it back, then just disable it like so, and you'll be fine. Or just, I guess, refresh, which maybe changes things for the config. Update screen to show changed. Yeah, so that's just for refreshing the config. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.